I'm Ole from Volkswagen, and I would love to share some news with you today, some exclusive news. And this has to do with cities and with how we live there. Actually, when you look at cities from the air, what always struck me is that streets resemble human veins. And certain roads we sometimes even call arteries. And I really love this analogy because it means mobility is the lifeblood of any city. But if you stop the flow of the lifeblood, you really stop the city from working. You stop dads from getting home in time to see your kids before bed. That's unfortunately something that I often experience. You stop two strangers from coming together on a blind date, or you stop young graduates making it across town for the job interview. So you literally stop life. And we thought that's a huge human cost. And sometimes, as we all know, life is hard enough. You shouldn't think too much about how to move and when to move. And that's why we at Volkswagen decided there needs to be a different way. You know, I travel a lot around the globe, and I've been once to Jakarta a couple of years ago. And one must know there's a steep increasing need for mobility, especially in emerging markets. And back then, we've been down there in order to evaluate how we could help satisfying this need with our great cars, Volkswagens, and so on. But then finally, I was stuck in a terrible traffic jam. It was spread over 8 official lanes. In real life, it was 10 lanes. And while I was sitting and sweating, I thought, it's crazy. We still move around our cities in a way like we moved around our cities 20 or 30 years ago, despite the fact that we embrace technological advantages to nearly every aspect of our life. So we decided there needs to be a better way. And the solution cannot be to just simply add more cars to the streets, but we need to provide access to new forms of transportation. If we would be able to give cities their space back, then we could use that space for more enjoyable things. If we would give people time back, then we are totally convinced they will make amazing things with that additional time. That's why we at Volkswagen are today proud to announce the launch of a totally new company. A company that will live alongside our other iconic brands, a totally independent company. This company will be headquartered in Berlin, Germany. We will have a global mindset and aspiration to bring our services to the market at global scale. So I'm proud to introduce our new company, and that's called Moia. Thank you. So actually, allow me a few words with regards to the name. Moia is a wordplay derived from Maya, which is Sanskrit, a traditional Hinduism language, and it means something like magic. And we felt our services should almost feel magical. And while we did our CI/CD, and this was after we fell in love with the name, we noticed that there's a hidden reference to VW in it. And that was really something that we weren't aware of before. And then in the middle, we have the O and the I. This could be interpreted as zeros and ones. So zeros and ones, the building block of the digital universe, right at the middle of our new name. So we really loved that little discovery. Okay, how do we want to bring our vision to the market? First of all, we believe any urban mobility solution needs to work closely with cities and need to complement their public transport system. So therefore, we strive for partnerships with cities with the most innovative city councils in the world. We will take into account the very specifics of each and every city in our conceptualization, and we will act a little bit more nimbly, like a startup, but a startup which has access to the huge infrastructure, capabilities, and funding of a successful corporate. So every great journey starts with a first single step. And our first step was a partnership on ride sharing with GAT. There you see part of our vision to form a strong alliance of like-minded entrepreneurs. Together, we have the clear aspiration to bring on-demand services at scale to the market with a first focus on Europe. But in addition to that, we will also conceive and develop our own services. Services like, example, on-demand shuttle. On-demand shuttles that are a complement to public transport system and in a way far more democratic than a traditional ride-hailing service. In the future, our fleet of electric cars and vehicles will make cities cleaner places, quieter places, and places where mobility is more evenly distributed thanks to our routing algorithms. In the midterm, we also want to add different additional things to our portfolio, services for future urban citizens like shared on-demand services of different kinds. Services, and this is important, that we will own end-to-end, the customer interface, the fleet operations, and the special purpose vehicles. This is really important. We believe with our mothership in the back, we will be able to build exactly the vehicles that you would need for this certain services that we aim to bring to the market. And obviously, we will leverage all VW technology that's available, including autonomous cars. Because with autonomous cars, our services will be even more reliable, safer, and hopefully more enjoyable. So sum this up, I think that, that mobility is a brand new category, and Moia is set to approach this in a totally new way. And we believe that not technology and cars will power our society forward, but people will. So therefore, we want to act as an open platform. We want to listen. We want you to engage with us, to come to us, for example, via our new website, which is launched in this very moment, Moia.io. You can meet us at the booth over there. And we really want to incorporate the requirements and the views of the people into our service design, but also in the design of our new cars, vehicles, whatever that may be. So I open with a metaphor on mobility being the lifeblood of any city. So if that's true, then Moia is to be the beating heart at the center of every city. We want to provide lifeblood, meaning mobility to everyone. So for us, it's now day zero, year zero. We are so excited to launch this new company today, and we all look forward to what future might bring to all of us. Thank you.